What's up, Trader's Edge? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option. And today, we're going to just real briefly break down what's going on in SPX and VIX. And I'm going to tell you why Apple being at 3 months lows is bullish. So with that, let's dig in. All right, so the SPX, it is sitting right at an all-time high as I'm recording this, right at 60.9747, just below 6,100. We close here. It will be a new all-time high. But VIX still a little bit frothy. It was up earlier today, currently down about 12 points. But if you look at the VIX ETPs like VXX or UVIX, they're up. What does that mean? VIX futures are up. Why are VIX futures up? Well, a couple reasons. One, on Wednesday was January expiration, so that means January rolled off. February is now the front month futures. Typically, leading into expiration, you see some pressure on the contract that's going to be the new front month. It gets a little oversold, then it gets bought a little bit on that first day. Then it should start to ease off. The other thing, we've got some big events coming up this week, next week, in the next couple of days. And I'm talking next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, FOMC. But also, that evening of the 29th, you've got Meta earnings. You have Microsoft earnings. You have Tesla earnings. And the next day, Apple earnings. So we have a lot going on that day. So the VIX probably going to hang out 14.5, 15 and a quarter between now and Wednesday. If the SPX can get a nice break above 6,100 and actually hold it, maybe we see a little push toward 14. That's within the realm of possibility. But I got to tell you, this rally feels different than the last time. And I want to point out why. And it has to do with Apple. Apple is sitting at 3-month lows. And in fact, it's not too far off 6-month lows. Outside of, that little August dump, Apple's about as low as it's been. So the last time we saw that high, Apple was at its multi-year high, its all-time high. So what does that mean if Apple, the largest company, is down, but the SPX is at highs? That, to me, is really nicely bullish. What does that mean? Well, Apple has become the safe haven stock. Apple is where money goes when it is nervous or scared. It's safer in a lot of that money's eyes than even a U.S. Treasury. Why? You get dividends. You got the cash flow. Apple may not be the gross company what it used to be, but that money is flowing. So it is the safe haven asset. It's where money goes to sit and park, collect dividends, and feel safe. So money coming out of Apple with the S&P at an all-time high, that tells me that this is a broadening rally. It is a broadening rally. And if the rally broadens, that is what we need for the S&P to get over 6,100. Now, eventually, Apple is going to start participating. But before that happens, I just want to remind you what happened the last time, and it's been a little bit. Last time Apple actually got below its 200-day moving, its 150-day moving average, it crossed the 200, which it hasn't yet, and it stayed below there for a little bit. So there could be a little more downside. You might see 210 in Apple. And while people sell there and broaden out, we'll kind of see what happens. I would imagine it's not going to do a lot ahead of earnings, which are, again, next Thursday. The other piece that I like about this rally is that it's coming with bonds finally firming up. They're down a little bit on Wednesday, but they're holding above the 21. The TLT is holding above the 21-day moving average. Vol is coming in. The bond route appears to have stabilized. So I am not banking on 6,100 actually happening this time, but of the times it's happened, this one looks like it is hands down the most easy to happen and could happen and hold. Obviously, we still have the FOMC that could throw a wrench in those earnings, but this rally, this one feels a little different. I might set up a little bit bullish into that FOMC meeting. I just might. All right, folks. There you have it. If you're watching me on YouTube, please like, subscribe, leave a comment or question. I'll get to it. If you're watching this email, make sure to check me out. Check out Andrew's Flash 5. You got to check it out. He went 9 out of 10, and he's probably going to go 10 out of 10 eventually. When he did Flash 10, he's got 5 more big movers coming your way. You can click the link in this email. All right, folks, I'm Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.